Well, stunning developments from inside the courtroom as former President Trump testifies in his $250 million civil fraud trial. The leading candidate for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination is accused of exaggerating his net worth and assets to get favorable loans and insurance policies. Let's bring in correspondent Laura Ingle live outside that courthouse in New York City. And Laura, inside the courtroom, things got very heated very quickly.
That's right. I mean, we're talking about some serious drama going on inside of this courthouse. There has been a testy back and forth between the former president and the state attorneys that are questioning him while he's on the witness stand. And in addition to that, between the judge and Mr. Trump's attorneys. So there's been a lot of back and forth. All of this pretty much predicted, knowing that he was going to be taking the stand today, knowing this was going to be some type of legal theater. And here we are, and it is not over yet. Taking you inside the courtroom so you can see Mr. Trump himself. At one point this morning, the judge in the case told Mr. Trump's lawyers to control their client after his responses to the lines of questioning about his assets were not quick ones, saying this is not a political rally. A court observer say the former president looks and sounds irritated as he deflects from giving yes or no answers, giving lengthy ones about the value of some of his assets. Mr. Trump's lawyers defending those answers, sparring with the judge, arguing in court that everyone is here to listen to what Mr. Trump has to say, while the judge fired back, shouting, saying, no, we are not, telling Mr. Trump's lawyers to take a seat. Now, it has been a war of words leading up to this moment between the New York State Attorney General, Letitia James, who is suing Mr. Trump and his two sons for fraud, claiming they lied about Mr. Trump's net worth and inflated property values to get loans from banks and good insurance premiums. Mr. Trump, who has been blasting the entire proceedings from the beginning, has said repeatedly he thinks the trial is a sham, the judge is corrupt, and the New York State Attorney General is racist, and had these words before taking the stand today.
The trial is ridiculous. The numbers are much greater than on the financial statement. And we've already proven that. They said Mar-a-Lago's worth $18 million. Mar-a-Lago's worth anywhere from probably 50 to 100 times more than that. And it's a terrible, terrible thing.
Now, before the trial even started, the judge found Mr. Trump and his two sons liable for fraud. There is a lot at stake for the former president, him possibly losing control of his real estate empire, losing the privilege to do business in New York for a while, and paying as much as $250 million in fines. Here's the AG.
Mr. Trump has repeatedly and consistently misrepresented and inflated the value of his assets. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie.
Okay, so we're just about 3 hours into today, and of course, this is a marquee day in this trial. We are now at lunch. We hear that there could be an attorney that will come up to the mics outside of the courthouse. We'll let you know if that happens. In the meantime, Mr. Trump is expected to be on the stand for the rest of the day. We'll be in a break tomorrow, and then on Wednesday will be the state's final witness, his daughter, Ivanka Trump. Back to you.
All right, Laura Ingle, live for us there in New York City. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.